Hi, BiFFs.
Hey, Beth.
Dear Abby.
Dear Kiki.
Dear Captain.
Red
Cheers to
flag,
you.
desperate housewife.
Pinot Grigio.
Doesn't want to marry
Loser
you.
power.
Love you like I
Pour
love
more
you.
wine.
So tired.
Drinking.
Don't talk to yourself.
Cheers, BiFF.
Cheers.
Ill-advised.
Ill-advised.
This is ill-advised.
Hi, BiFFs.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome.
Welcome. This is Ill-Advised. I am Stephanie.
I am Ray. We're the podcasters.
We are the podcasters. That was my line.
The podcasting BiFFs, I was hoping you'd say.
God damn it, I forgot about that part.
What the hell, Bobby?
God damn it, Mary.
I'm just going to say it. The podcast where two best friends, lifelong best friends, give you advice when someone else already has.
And not your parents.
Or your therapist.
Okay.
Shoop.
Shoulder shake.
I'm sure we could get sued for that if somebody knew. Who cares?
Who?
I stole that.
Oh,
Yeah.
from who? Oh,
Maya Rudolph.
I remember. Yeah, I remember you showing me.
Oh my God, it
the
was so long
clip or
ago.
whatever.
Yeah, when she played Whitney Houston on SNL. Yeah. No, I'll never claim that
That's
for
really
myself. Yes. Maya, don't sue us. Come on.
Oh my God, please.
Yes, you can be part of our entourage. All three of us.
With all three of our listeners.
That's right.
Hello
right.
again.
Hello. Thank you so much for coming back. You look wonderful today.
Yes, thank you for being here.
Yes, that thong suits you.
Oh my God, girl.
Right? I know. So you guys haven't heard last week's episode yet, but you will. It's coming out in a couple of days, but it was great. I liked our last episode a lot. Our conversation was great. We didn't get to where we originally intended.
Yep.
But that's going to be an episode on its own. It's going to be fantastic.
Yes.
Yes. Full of understanding and whatnot. Who?
In the Thunder Road.
Sorry, guys. There's sounds coming from her building, as always.
I was going to say that's downstairs.
Is that downstairs?
Yes,
it
because
literally
I'm third
sounded
floor.
from... Oh, right. You're at the...
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That was weird. It
I
sounded
know.
like it was coming from above you.
She was like rolling her counter out of the kitchen or something.
Roll my counter out of the kitchen.
That's what it sounded like. Like what
What the fuck? How do you roll a counter out of a... No,
She-
stop.
she
You win.
did.
You win. You'll get this one. Yeah. This one's all yours, Beth.
Thanks.
How are you doing, Beth?
I'm good, actually. I mean, I'm over this goddamn statistics course, but
Because you need that to be a psychologist.
apparently I need to be a real estate agent for
Literally.
my psychology.
Following our recordings every Sunday, I play real estate agent's assistant and
Yep.
help Stephanie with her statistics homework.
Yeah, because actually I have some.
Shut up. Oh,
No, but yeah, things are good right now.
Good.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. My day's been good. Just me and my girl, just doing our things.
day in, day out.
Yeah.
Life is life. Good
Yeah.
is good.
Yeah.
Excellent.
How about you?
I'm reeling. I'm doing a lot better.
Yeah, you went through a little bit of a.
A rough patch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm ready to get into the specifics of it.
Of course.
I think the last episode, I did touch on it. My relationship is over. I had a really hard time coming to terms with it because I ended my relationship and decided I made a big mistake. And by the time I realized that it was too late to get it back.
That's always even harder than
Yeah, it was hard. It was raw. It still is. I'm having a hard time kind of reconciling it, but I am, as best as I can.
There's only so much.
Not necessarily proud of every aspect of the way that I handled it, but
Whoever is.
I know.
Let's
Seriously.
be real.
And mine's really not the worst of it. I've heard worse.
Hello.
Well,
Hello, just your best friend here.
but Actually, it's really funny because one of my friends is going through something similar. So we hung out this weekend. And, earlier I alluded to a story. And I'm going to tell you now. I decided it does deserve to be repeated on air.
Oh, good.
Yes. Actually, where's my phone? I'm going to read the text message I sent to him today. Because my darling friend has a hot tub. And of course, all I could think about was me and you,
Cold
crab rangoons and Coronas. Right.
I thought it was Bud Lights.
No, it was Coronas.
God damn
It was
Bobby.
always a Corona.
From your uncle?
No. Probably.
I was going to say, who bought us Coronas? Nobody in my family
We were
bought
like
us
19.
Coronas.
I know. My uncle's like, no, take Stephanie under a tree and fucking rail her. And I was like, sure. Can you get us Coronas for that?
And he said, sure.
And then I didn't rail Stephanie. Instead, she boiled
Clearly.
me in her hot tub. So I texted my friend. Now, little context. Winter and me don't mix. Dry skin city. Like, I live in lotion. I dip myself in paraffin treatments. Not true, but I should. And so I arrived here to BiFFs and was putting like layers of lotion on my legs. Now, I don't put shit together. I'm just like, oh, we're going in the hot tub. I have my swimsuit. Let's just go in. Ready? So I was like, do you want to hear an interesting anecdote? And he's like, always. I was like, I hung out with my very sweet and wonderful friend this weekend. Friday night, we hung out at his house and I went in his hot tub and all of my skin on my body started to react. All of the skin on my body, exclamation point. I'm sorry. All of the skin on my body.
Hold on, is this you texting your
Me texting my friend, yes.
The same friend that you were in the hot tub
Right.
with?
I was just like, you want to hear a funny story?
Okay.
Yes. So then I was like, all of the skin on my body, he offered for me to rinse off. I didn't. The next day, my skin was very itchy and very dry. But today, I took a shower and realized that I may have had a reaction to the chlorine in the water. Are you ready, Beth?
I sure am.
So much so that my scrotum is peeling. Yes, sir. You heard that right. My scrotum is peeling. And it's quite possibly the funniest thing in the world.
So does it hurt?
That's right, boys and girls. I gave my balls a chemical peel.
Well, they'll be looking
By accident.
fresh
They're going to be
and
so shiny.
yes, rejuvenated.
Talk about being blinded by the light. Like
You got, what's the woman equivalent?
a vaginal rejuvenation.
Yes.
I got a testicular rejuvenation,
yes.
a scrotal rejuvenation.
Yes, a ball sack rejuvenation.
Talk about tea. Like that was
Like the tea bag.
tea bags. Yeah. Like you heard it here first.
So how you feeling now? How's the fellas doing now,
It's
Beth?
the most interesting thing ever. It's
So
like I'm in
soft?
perpetual. No, it's still
Baby
peeling,
balls?
and it's not like thin layers of skin. I'm talking like this is like peeling. Like I got a sunburn on my testicles, and my sunburn on my testicles got a sunburn on the testicles.
Right.
It's like, but they don't hurt. I just realized that, like, why do you guys feel cold? I'm not cold. Why are you guys so
They're
fucking
supposed to
high
be
up there?
A couple degrees warmer, correct?
Well, if they are, then they're just, they're loose and they're like
But in general,
enjoying their life, right?
in general,
Yes,
are
in general, they are.
Yeah.
They're usually warmer than the rest of you.
so for them to be even cooler.
And it felt like I was cold. I wasn't cold, but their reaction to retract and go into the body was like
really?
little biology for everyone. In case you didn't take health in 8th grade.
Did you cup them? Did they feel cold?
I couldn't
to the
cup
touch?
them. I couldn't.
They were inside your body?
All I had was my sandpaper bags underneath my peen while I'm trying to pee, which, by the way, looked like I got some sort of fucking venereal disease. It just looks red. I did not.
How do you know the hot tub was clean, huh?
Because he's the fucking asshole. Allow me to keep reading.
Oh, please do.
He's not a fucking asshole. You're the best ever. Sorry. So that night, now I want you all to know that he's a scientist. He's a scientist.
Like a rocket one?
No. No, that would be dope though.
An actual scientist?
Yes.
Not just a rocket scientist.
Right, just an actual scientist.
My baby dad's a rocket scientist.
Yes. Guys, if you're not laughing, you haven't been listening.
I
He's the
hope he
biggest.
hears this
He's a
one.
rocket
I hope he
scientist.
hears this
He's
one.
doing great. So, he had realized he had checked the levels of the chlorine
My eyes
that
are
night,
crying.
and he's like, "Yes, well, better than not your eyes." Words in my mouth.
I wish other parts of my body cried more than my eyes.
Shit, bro. So he tested the levels and realized that he didn't have enough chlorine in it. So rather than like take a measured approach, he just dumps some in. This dude's brilliant. So for him to do
rocket
this,
scientist.
yeah, it was just not.
He went to the same
He's
school
like,
as my
I'm
baby
so
dad.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
His balls ain't peeling?
No. Well, I
What
mean,
the-
he didn't tell me.
Well, he would have in this scenario, I venture to say.
But suffice it to say,
Yes, a fight.
suffice it to say that
Yeah, suffice it.
suffice it. I can't.
I say words.
What? Needless to say, it was a good weekend with good friends, drinks, good food, and then family, and ending it on a high note with my BiFF.
Yes.
Podcasting like two motherfuckers podcast.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Speaking of cheers.
yes. What are we drinking?
Albino.
Albino. We're drinking a white.
But it says Albino.
It says Alabariño. Yes.
Puede ver Albano, por
No.
favor?
I know, right? Alabariño. Rias. What? It's from Spain, guys. It's a 2020. We're going back to
You
where we came
speak
from.
fucking Spanish.
I know, but it's an X. Rias Baixas
Yep.
or Baixas?
Yep.
Baixas?
Yes, bike sauce.
It's Rias.
Bike sauce.
I actually didn't realize it was a 90 plus cellar wine at all. But
what
yeah,
does that mean?
It's the brand, the 90 plus.
Oh,
what
I
I'm talking
love their
about?
Sauvignon.
Well, now we got this. Did you try it yet?
Yep.
And?
It's good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll drink this again.
You just sounded like the Kool-Aid guy.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Which wall am I going through? We playing soccer. Oh, my God. Yeah, no, I like it. Yeah. It kind of reminds me
It's
of a
refreshing.
Pinot Grigio,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's good, though.
Boxes.
Huh? Oh,
Boxes.
yep. Boxes. Baixas.
We drinking boxes.
We ain't.
We
Oh,
are.
actually, we did. We had a black box before this.
Oh,
Not the whole
that's
thing.
Wicked funny.
Not the whole thing. Sometimes you just need to pair your salami with a good Pinot Noir.
Especially when the salami specifies to be paired with a good Pinot Noir.
That's right. It was good.
It's the rain. That rain is really good, obviously, as you can tell.
Well, I
We've
just, you know
been,
what? We can't, no. This can't be blame it on the alcohol because this is too regular for us.
I know.
We can't English. We
Well,
can't
because
speak.
Sundays. It's the end of the week. We're fucking, our brains, our
Well,
bodies,
everywhere else, it's the
everything is
beginning
like,
of the week.
just our brains are like, no, bitch, we're done.
I know. Mine's been done since
We're
like
done.
4 weeks ago.
Especially when I get to sit here and do real estate homework for my psychology. My brain's like, bitch, no.
No, this is not what I signed up for.
No.
Where's the forensic evidence? I did not sign for this condo.
Yes.
Ugh,
Yes.
It's so funny.
Ah.
It's funny because I remember taking statistics and I think the real estate thing is pretty common because of, realtors constantly rely on statistics in general. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember going back, and I think that's the only thing that comes to mind is realty. Even
Yeah,
in
in
my
this-
master's courses, taking statistics, it's like a different level of statistics that you really don't want to do unless you're just set on fire and running around naked screaming.
Yeah, I mean, I can only imagine.
So welcome to Ill Advised.
Yes.
Yes. Do we want to jump into it?
We might as well. It's
Might
already
as
been
well.
how long?
About.
Seth hates us.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Seth hated us episode 1. He never listened again.
I literally never listen again. Fuck you, brother.
Although I have a lot of family who are listening. I'm actually a little humbled by it. It's very nice.
Yeah, it is really. I actually just had a comment on my Facebook yesterday or the day before from an old friend of mine. I don't know if you ever met her, Allison.
Which one?
Allison.
Like the Allison?
No.
Not that Allison.
No.
No. Probably not that.
She just had left me a comment on my Facebook saying that like she effing loves us. We're hilarious. Her and her mom have like
not the Allison we went
just...
to school with, but the other Allison.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
My
That's
Allison,
what I meant.
yeah.
Yes. Yes, I met her once.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah,
Where?
just once
When?
at your dad's. A long ass time ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Before we moved in together.
Yeah. She
Never saw her again.
Yeah, she moved to Florida with her family.
Is that where everyone goes? Like, I want to go there to die too.
I know.
My dad just went down there.
Moved?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Interesting.
Yeah, but anyways, Allison said we're fucking hysterical. Her and her mom thoroughly enjoy listening to our podcast. So that was cool. That was nice to hear. Yeah, because we're not, like, we're still friends, but, like, you know, we only talk here and there. And, like,
time happened.
Yeah. So it was just really cool to hear from an old friend, but also, like, to have that support. That was nice.
It's nice to have support. Speaking of support, can I just take a second? I mean, we're this far in.
Yeah.
I just want to, like, thank all of my family and friends for being, like, so phenomenal while I'm going through what I'm going through. That's literally it. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah. No,
I've heard from people I haven't talked to in years. I've heard, like, granted, they probably, you know what? I'm not going to rationalize away the good doings that are happening to me because I'm too good at doing that.
Good catch, Biff.
Thank
I'm
you
proud
very
of
much.
you for that.
Thank you. I just, thank you so much. That's it.
Yeah, of course.
You're probably not listening. You're
You deserve
wonderful.
it.
You look fantastic. But just thank you. It's an incredible support system. And to find, it's one thing to kind of assume that you have people that will get your back. You know what I mean? It's another thing entirely to actually witness it. And it's just, you know, and it's not a sides thing. There isn't one. If anything, I would encourage you to take the other side.
You would.
I would. It's what it is, essentially, is just caring human spirits, and that's it. Just being good humans. And so thank you.
It's always important.
Yeah, everyone needs a support
always
system.
Important.
If you don't have a support system, fucking fix that.
Fucking
get one.
How?
Surround yourself with people. Actually, this is so great because we were talking about this earlier. People who refuse to progress beyond what they know.
Yeah.
You know, like, get yourself a support system that's going to boost you and make you change for the better. You know, not make you change, but encourage you to change. You know,
it's absolutely a big deal.
We all need that.
Yeah.
Okay. You ready now?
I am.
Yeah, me too. You're just like, shut up and start talking.
I'm just here for the ride
shut
today,
up and
Beth.
start talking. I just got words.
Yes, they just keep coming out.
So this one is actually an older podcast. From what I've read, it doesn't exist anymore, but the responses are published on the New York Times. And it was the Dear Sugars podcast. Used to be two individuals, Steve Almond and Cheryl Strayed, that gave advice via audio like us, only probably professional, I'm assuming.
Are you saying we're not professional?
I'm totally offended by me.
Thank you. Because I am too. We're professional as fuck. I can't even say that word.
That's right.
Professional.
Professional.
It's Birkin.
Yeah, it's
It's Birkin Jerkum.
Oh my God.
My eyes watering.
That's great. I don't know why. It's probably because you took a mascara wand to the pupil.
It's never stopped watering.
That's true. So Dear Sugars, they had a direct line through the New York Times, but I saw that they had a goodbye episode, so I'm guessing they're no longer in existence. But this one is called, or the name of the article is My Boyfriend's Gaining Weight, I Feel Shallow for Caring, which is kind of a trigger for me. I don't...
Nah.
No?
I like them big.
No, but I mean on the personal thing, like if somebody was kind of judging you.
Oh, I've definitely
Yeah.
put in some weight since I've given birth, but I don't know that I would take it personally because
Okay.
I gave fucking birth.
Amen. Amen.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
My body did miraculous things. Now let me miraculously
literally,
live.
I created a human. What the fuck did you do?
Right. That's perfect, actually. If
So-
you're listening
Yes.
and you're expecting or have had children, this is the attitude you need.
Yeah.
And if you can't get there,
Keep listening.
yeah, that's it.
We'll get you there.
I was going to say, call Biff.
Message me on Facebook.
That's right.
Even better. At Ill-Advised the podcast.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's Facebook, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking the
Facebook.
email address. Or you've been illadvised@gmail.com.
Or email me.
Or on Instagram at illadvised podcast, because something's got to give, bro. We got to fix this.
You said that for the past 3 episodes.
I'm sure I have. Okay, I'm going to get into it. Ready?
Yeah.
Dear Sugars, I've been with my boyfriend for more than 2 years. At 31, I've been in a couple of long-term relationships before. This one is different. I love him to death, and he feels the same about me. I knew after a week that I wanted to marry him, and we have plans to get engaged soon.
How long have they been together?
More than 2 years, but
Oh,
they're planning to get engaged.
okay.
What?
Maybe like it's just in their general, we're both on the same page and like know that the next step is to get engaged. Maybe not from the looks of your jaw on your
I guess
chest.
planning to get engaged is
Yeah.
it's just redundant. You know what I mean? Like if you both agree that you're going to get married, then you're engaged.
Yeah. Well, that's why I said maybe
So are we
it's
planning
more
to
of like
post it on YouTube?
Maybe it's just more of like we had the conversation and like
And I'm waiting for him to get on his knee.
yeah, like we know that this is what's next.
Okay. Sure.
That's where my brain went.
Okay. I like your brain.
Yeah, yours fell out of your mouth that time.
Mine's so analytical. I'm such an asshole.
I'm usually with you though. Sometimes.
Did I mention this is from 2017? So I hope you guys got married.
Oh, right.
Yes.
They're at least engaged, I'm sure.
Right.
Because that was the plan.
Well, maybe not, actually. Let's finish reading and find out what happens.
Very fair.
A few months ago, I went through a period of questioning. He'd put on some weight and his face looked different, and I wasn't feeling as attracted to him. I know how shallow that sounds, but I've always been told that physical attraction is important in a marriage, and I thought, if I'm not feeling attracted to him at 34, how am I going to feel when he's 54? I did some soul searching and realized the relationship was important to me. When I made the decision in my heart, my libido followed. I'm sorry, my libido.
Malabitus.
I now find myself questioning our relationship again. His physical changes have gotten more pronounced. It seems like a questionable choice to commit to someone if I'm not sure of my attraction to him. I've been told by friends that I have a tendency to sabotage myself. Oh, shit.
Plot twist.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Hold on. I've been told by my friends that I have a tendency to sabotage myself, that deep down I don't feel like I deserve happiness. And subconsciously, I swear to God, I didn't pick this.
You literally did, though.
But I didn't pick this. I didn't read it.
We didn't get that
what I meant
far.
to
Right.
say. That deep down, I don't feel like I deserve happiness and subconsciously make choices to ensure I don't get it. I've struggled with depression my whole life, so if my brain was playing tricks on me, it wouldn't be out of the blue. Could this be self-sabotage? Because being madly in love with someone for more than 2 years and then backing away because he's put on a few pounds sure sounds like I'm either a terrible person or I have some issues. Scared to choose wrong.
This is really good.
I am this person.
I am the one that put on a few pounds. Just kidding.
Do you want to plan to get married?
I'm just kidding. Can we plan to get engaged first?
At 40?
I mean, like...
At 40.
40-year plan.
Right, that's
40-year
the
engagement plan.
Shit. We're so fucked at the rate that we're going. You're not getting one.
I still want a ring.
Goodbye yourself.
So me and Biff, little sidebar.
All of our sidebars
When we were
are
like
big.
21.
Was it
18.
21?
I don't
And
probably.
we were that young, though.
We made a 40-year pact that if by the age 40 we were both not married or like in the process of, getting married, we would just marry each other. And he still thinks to this day
that there's hope.
Well, that too.
Oh my God. I try
But
so
what I was
hard,
going with
guys.
is that he doesn't think he has to buy me a ring.
No.
This
It's a
was
pact.
an agreement. Exactly.
It was a pact. I didn't agree to get on one knee and spend thousands on you.
Oh, nobody said that.
Fine, I'll get one out of a 25-cent machine.
As long as it doesn't turn my finger green.
Sold.
Okay.
Now I'm done bitching about it.
Okay.
We never came to this conclusion before.
Same. I'll never bring it up again.
I'm going to like the piercing pagoda in the mall.
As long as it's cute and doesn't turn my finger green, I'm fucking fine.
We're not doing diamonds either.
My issue is that you just weren't going to buy me a ring.
Oh.
For our fucking wedding.
What did we say in the last episode? Cock rings? We do.
There's a ring on his dick.
There's a ring on his dick. That's
There's
what it was.
a ring on his dick.
That's it. We'll put one on yours.
I'll put a ring on your dick.
No, don't. No, you won't. It's peeling.
Also, I won't go anywhere near your dick.
Don't go
That'll
near
be
it.
super awkward. But I still want a ring on my finger.
I now pronounce you husband and wife, and we fucking high five.
Literally high five, fist bump.
Like Jenny.
Bro.
Me? Oh my God. This sidebar could go on forever,
We
but
could do
I'm just
like,
going to tell you
is
that
it the
video.
Jewish wedding where they smash the glass?
Yep.
We'll just be Jews for a day.
Mazel tov.
Yeah.
Right?
L'chaim.
L'chaim. That's it.
And then we just step on a thing of glass. And
It's the
call
guy
it a
that does
day.
it.
Well, then you step on a thing of glass.
All right,
and
you
call
buy
it a
me
day.
glass, I'll buy you a ring, and we're golden.
Deal. I'm just going to use your fucking engraved wine glass.
But we're supposed to drink out of those.
I'm going to keep mine. Just going to step on yours.
Oh my God. Oh, and that's how you handle this situation.
And that
Let's
is a
read the
40-year
response.
plan.
Oh my God.
Okay, back to topic.
Yes. I'm putting on a couple pounds.
This is really huge because I feel like it's not only obviously super valid, but like it's really, am I genuinely not feeling attracted? Because like that's a thing.
That is
People
a thing.
gaining weight in a relationship and one becoming not as attracted. Like that's a real thing.
Shallow as it is, or as that may sound,
I don't think it's
Well,
shallow. Because
it's-
if you had met this
it's vanity.
person at this weight, would you still, you know what I mean?
well, then on the other side of things is knowing that things change for people generally. Their weight, their appetite, their like.
Of course.
I think
Life happens.
That idea is more
Weight
prevalent now
happens.
than it was.
But I just don't want to discredit that.
Attraction matters.
Yes.
Yes, there
And
has
if
to be
you
an
meet
attraction there.
them looking one way and it becomes a great enough difference for you. You know what I mean?
Well, then I see that as falling out of love. Because,
Well, this person was still very much wanting to
right?
be,
hmm
So I think this is really mind fucking me right now
Yeah.
because they mentioned
You look so mind fucked right now.
my brain is
Do your
just
eyebrows
like,
go higher?
if I draw them that way. No, but like it's they mentioned struggling with depression and
Mhm.
self-sabotaging and like those
That's
are
the part
also
that
very
hit me.
real.
That hit me
That's huge and very
because
real
of
and
everything now.
right.
Right.
But then there's also the very legitimate factor that like they call getting comfortable in a relationship, right? Like that's a thing.
hmm
Meaning
It's true.
we
Well, you kind of let go. It doesn't mean necessarily your weight, but it just you let go
in general,
of
right?
your,
And you become
inhibitions
you
come down.
stop. My daughter's father was
Excuse me.
busting my balls this morning because my legs,
Because
my
what with your
legs
legs?
look like your legs.
Oh.
I haven't shaved in like a month. You know what I mean? Like these are the things that like as little as they are, they eventually, they can like, okay, well, I don't love that. If I met you and your leg hairs I could braid, we probably wouldn't have went on a second date type of thing.
That's true.
Right? So like it's a thing.
Yeah.
Attraction's a thing. And it's a
physical does matter, but it's like, I guess it's the weight that you put on it too. Everyone's different. But I can see what you're saying.
Well, this for me sounded super sincere. Like, I'm trying really hard to like not feel this way.
So now hold on to that, because to me it sounded like she convinced herself to get over it and then it came back around. And that to me sounds like self-sabotage.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought the opposite.
No, to me
I thought that sounded like I'm trying really hard to get over this, but it just is what it is. And like,
well, then she says that he put on more afterwards.
Right.
After she got over
Which
it.
was more significant to her.
And it was more pronounced.
Right.
But
Steve,
I don't know. I think that topic of self-sabotage, it's a really old issue for me that apparently I don't ever shake, no matter how many years of therapy. But I think that really resonated with me because this is stuff I found myself zeroing in on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, I never realized his nose looked like that, or I never realized his lip did that, or like you, when you were younger, you'd be like, oh, he's hot, he's sweet, everything's great. One side of his lip looks like it might be a little higher than the other.
Or I'd wake up in the morning next to him without a hat on.
Without a hat on.
Talk to him again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those things are trivial. My advice is to go with your emotion. Just follow what your heart's telling you to do. And if you don't know what your heart is and you can't differentiate, then do some soul searching and find somebody that's going to help you get to where you need to get. Because it could be very well that it's something you can't look past. And it's something that you can't help. Right? Attraction is involuntary.
Right.
Right?
Absolutely.
We can agree on that.
Absolutely.
So.
But it's also an important aspect.
Right. What is not fair is asking the other person to change for you. You look so conflicted.
No, not at all. I 100% agree with that.
Yeah.
My kind of hit a little light bulb where...
that was a light bulb?
Yeah. My brain just spiderwebbed off into a million different places when you said that. Wow. That was the look you just saw. Anyways.
What? 20 years later? And I'm finally seeing a light bulb go off and that's what it looks like?
Wow.
I'm sorry. I was just kidding. That was a chandelier, not a light bulb. That look on your face.
Anyways, do we bring this up to our significant other?
That's a really good question.
That's why the face that I had was the face that I had.
No.
Do you bring that up?
Because it's not their problem.
Is it?
No. People will make changes to themselves in their personal body, who they are, mentally, intellectually, etc., when they are ready to do it, not because someone else told them. And if you do it because someone else told you to do it or hinted that it would be better,
do we bring up, hey, I'm feeling less attracted? Not like, hey,
lose weight.
You've gained some pounds.
I'm feeling less attracted.
Do we bring up like, hey?
That's a really, really tough spot. What would you do?
I don't fucking know. Also, it's hard for me because I prefer bigger boys. So
that's true.
I just, in all honesty, every time I see pictures of like people who have done like dramatic weight loss things, I always
go on, tread lightly, asshole.
I just genuinely find them
not as
like super attractive when they were bigger.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like for me, it's like, well, kudos to you, but I don't think you know what I mean? Like you still look good to me. So for me, it's like, that's not. So maybe for me, if I looked at the situations differently, like reverse, like lost 130 pounds and now all of a sudden like you're like this little skinny ripped guy. And that for me, I'd be like, I'm not as attracted as when you were, 230 pounds. So I don't know. Do you bring that up? I would be
I don't-
devastated if my boyfriend was like...
I think I would be anxiety ridden if someone told me like
that would be a super blow to the self-esteem.
I'm not as in love as I was. Like, don't be surprised if he just breaks up with you.
That's a super blow to the self-esteem. Also, don't be surprised if he gains even more weight because now he's depressed and miserable.
Like, imagine a
And
guy
maybe
being like,
he's
I can't date you
already
anymore because you're too
insecure.
fat.
Yeah. I know.
First of all, I'm on it. Like, I got knives.
Yeah.
I almost bought a whole set of knives this weekend, but I don't have a house yet, so I didn't. But they were the expensive kind with really good fucking sharpened
To cut him for
blades.
saying that to me?
What?
To cut him for saying that to me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right at the Achilles tendon, because bitch, you're not running, because I'm going to hit you good.
Because we're Dexter around these parts. You ain't going nowhere.
You ain't
Let
going
me get my
nowhere.
fucking tinfoil.
Your tinfoil? I think
Plastic
she
wrap.
meant, yeah. They're in the same drawer.
So it's funny because I was like aluminum foil and I was like, no, that's wrong. Tinfoil. That's so wrong.
Oh my God. It's
My
so
brain.
wrong.
But so, okay. So then if I definitely can probably agree to like not tell them that you specifically are feeling this way because of their new appearance. But how do you fucking approach that situation?
I really don't know. As
Because
somebody who
beating
has
around
been,
the bush is like super unfair.
when someone
and,
looks
like,
at me and goes like, it looks like you gained a centimeter in your eyelid. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm like very like, shut the fuck up and stop breathing.
mhm.
You know? So
Offended, insecure. Yeah.
how do you reach
But
that?
also, like,
Especially when
this
it's
is,
not
like-
popular opinion. Let's put that out there too.
Yeah, but this also isn't just like, oh my God, I'd never date you. You're too fat. This is like, we're planning on fucking getting married. And like, I'm having these feelings that I don't want to have, first of all. Like, I think that's important that they're like, I don't want to fucking, like, I don't want to feel like that. But also, like, it's
I feel like
still-
love pales in comparison. I
Huh.
probably shouldn't. But I feel like love pales in comparison. It feels to me like you're looking for a way out.
I disagree.
But I can't believe that this just hit me right now. But I was in a
Chandelier?
relationship. What? No.
You just got a chandelier, you
No,
mean?
this was a light bulb.
Oh,
I didn't
mine's
spider web.
chandeliers. I shine bright like chandeliers.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm.
You're just brilliant, my friend.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. No, and I never thought that this could be, actually, no, I did, because I was very vocal about this. My ex, I used to tell him all the time, like, you don't care about your health. Like, you don't care about any of it. Like, you've put on a lot of weight. But for me, and I told him, I was like,
the weight or
I'm
the appearance.
I'm not afraid. I don't care about what you look like. I'm worried about your health.
Your health, yeah. That's
You know
also
what I mean?
valid.
That's huge. To
Yeah.
me, that's huge because just I've been there. You know.
Right. You've done a major transformation.
Huge. So I'm like, and I'm going to take kudos for that because I'm still working on it.
Well, yeah.
40 million years
fucking-
later. Right.
You
And
have
so-
us convinced.
Thank you so much. So for me, that was like, it was I guess it felt safe for me to say it, but looking back, it still didn't make him feel better.
It still probably was hurtful.
Yeah. And I'm sorry.
Like, now that
I'm so sorry.
not only are you calling me fat, but telling me I'm going to die tomorrow.
No, I'm so sorry. I never meant it that way. I can't believe I
You
never
came from a
connected
place
that.
of love. Yeah.
I was literally worried about your health. I saw you
Mm-hmm.
eating, over consuming. I did see, but I also did see behavioral health issues,
Mm-hmm.
Underlying behavioral health issues that I, encouraged him to get help for.
Right.
And he did. Definitely not because of me, but.
Well, yeah, people are usually aware of their
You make a choice, right?
habits. Yeah.
But I never thought.
So ultimately, are we just pretty much saying that like it's not our place or business or
I feel like it's a cop out for us to do that, though. Like,
a cop out from what though?
no, for us as like the advice givers.
Well, that's why I'm asking, do we approach it? Do we beat around the bush? Do we give
Beating
the
around the
good
bush
old,
never
it's
helped
not you,
anyone
it's
ever,
me?
no matter how much we still
No,
do
but
it.
wouldn't you rather the it's not you, it's me versus the it's not me, it's your fat ass? Right? Like,
yes, but at the same time, as somebody
so not only am I
who
getting
can't accept
dumped,
it's not you, it's me,
I'm also now being fucking ridiculed
Fat
because
shamed.
right.
Yeah.
So I already was aware that I was gaining weight. Now you're confirming that you're also aware that I was gaining weight, which I also was aware of. But now you're telling me that now we're breaking up
Well,
because
okay,
of this weight
so
gain.
you kind of
Like, how do
you
you?
lit a chandelier in me.
Yes, chandeliers.
I'm CIAing the fuck out of this one and I'm swinging. But maybe that, yeah. But what I'm thinking is maybe it's not about beating around the bush, and maybe it's about finding an underlying cause. You know what I mean? Like
I'm worried about your health.
No.
So,
But great one. No, just kidding. No, see if there's a pattern that's changed. See if
are they
there's something. Are they
depressed?
depressed? Are they
Is this in the middle of the fucking coronavirus?
right? Which in this one it definitely isn't because it's 2017.
Oh, right.
But
Depression is a huge cause for weight
depression
gain.
is a huge contribution. Severe anxiety disorder, which I think every fucking American needs to get medication for, period. I don't care who you are. Smoke weed or get medication.
So don't smoke weed because it ultimately makes it worse.
That's true. That's right. That's a long-term
So
thing, right?
You'll need a medication after you.
You'll need medication for your medication.
Right.
And thus the burnout was born.
Yeah, maybe. No, but I think you're on a really good track because maybe we can shift our feelings towards it with being more understanding.
Well, would you be
more...
like, you're losing weight? Are you depressed?
Yeah, I have a close friend that I said, you're losing significant amounts of weight. Is everything okay?
Oh my God. Is this like a fucking, like, am I losing significant amount of weight and I didn't hear you tell me?
No. No, not you. But no, I think this could be really huge because if we can take a step back and look and see, like, hey,
you're such a bitch. It was me.
No, it wasn't.
Thank you. I look great.
No, it wasn't.
I'm just totally kidding.
I'd say their name, but
no, don't do that.
I think it's a little bit too soon.
Don't ever
anyway,
do that.
She knows I love her anyway. But no, that was a really great. I think we found our answer. Is we need to step back and look at different patterns.
There's a bigger picture than just what you like.
Why is this weight gain happening? So then you can kind of shift from the, oh my God, he's fat, I'm not attracted anymore, to like, oh my God, what if something's really wrong? What if he's really depressed? What if there's something major in his life going on that I'm missing? Because that all I'm seeing is the weight gain and not what's causing the weight gain. I feel like, normal, healthy, everyday people don't just gain, especially significant amounts like they stated. Right. So I think that's a really great, I think it would help me to like feel less like, oh my God, I'm not attracted. He's bigger, he looks different. And it would shift more to like, I love this person. Like, is there something I can help or like support or love him through type of thing?
Right.
So I think that was really great.
Okay, so let's then devil's advocate the fuck out of this and flip it. Does she need to step back and look at her own life changes and choices to see where she is? And maybe she's looking for a way out because either A, there is self-sabotage to be considered, or B, because she really isn't in love and she's looking for a way an excuse out. And this is the only thing she can come up with.
Do you think they would have specified, like, I don't know if I'm in love, or like maybe I'm not as in love as I thought I would have?
Well, she did because she said she talked herself back into it.
I guess that part didn't jump out at me.
Yeah. So.
Oh, she talked herself back into it after the first time, and then he put on more weight.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I did some soul searching and realized that my relationship was important to me. When I made that decision in my heart, my libido followed. So she was all like, oh, look,
I do still
the
want to bang
plumbing
you.
is broken.
Right.
Can someone please fix it?
Someone without a plumber is a crack. And then it was fixed.
Can you give me your wrench?
And then the plumber's crack returned in full force.
We're going to go on this forever.
And
this metaphor
now
is terrible.
Now she's back into the...
Oh no, my plumbing is broken.
Right.
Yeah, this can go both ways.
I mean, I think that just the fact that she's aware that like she self-sabotages is a good sign. I mean, obviously
I think that's the first thing
that,
to address, to be honest. If you're addressing it, if you're pointing it out that self-sabotage is a thing for you and you think that you might be doing that, that's the first thing to tackle.
Yeah.
Right?
I like that. Mm-hmm.
You need to tackle that first. You need to... I hate that I say this a lot, but I really think this is for everyone.
Therapy.
Honestly, find out. Like recently, my therapist said to me, and this is before me and my ex broke up, you know, like, why is Ray so afraid to be happy?
Right.
And I just didn't defend myself. I didn't come up with a reason.
Right.
I just said, right?
Well, Doc, that's why I'm here.
Right? Well, no.
You motherfucking tell me.
I guess I knew it, but it takes somebody else pointing that out to you
a
to
neutral,
realize. Yeah.
Yeah. Always.
So,
always.
And that's probably what the case is here. You know, why are you so afraid to be happy?
Yeah. Well, that's why I said that, like, this is a really difficult one because what you're saying, but also, like, it really is a thing that, like, you really can lose attraction for somebody that genuinely affects the whole dynamic.
I know that there's this whole movement for, like, let's not fat shame people. Let's not this, let's not that. And I agree. We shouldn't shame people for who they are,
Absolutely.
period. But we also shouldn't shame people for feeling the way that they feel. You don't control how you feel.
Right.
You know what I mean? You feel how you feel, and it's up to you how you take action with that. You know, if someone feels a certain way and they start fat shaming people, then that's the wrong way to do it.
Right. Right. Like if I'm not attracted to blondes, I'm just not going to date blondes. I'm not going to give all the blondes a fucking...
Now you're dating a brunette.
Thrashing.
And then she decided she was going to go hash blonde from a box.
Right.
Sorry, Mom. What do you do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't.
Oh, I like you better as a brunette. Sure, maybe you can throw that opinion in there somewhere. But it doesn't mean she's going to go back.
Right.
And are you going to leave her?
Right.
Or him?
But also, it's not your fault for not being attracted to blondes.
Right. This is so
I don't
weird.
like tomatoes. It's not my fault that I don't fucking like tomatoes.
Leaving a guy over food.
I'm saying in general, I can't help that I don't like the flavor of tomatoes. Taste, flavor.
Same thing.
Okay. But that's what I mean. Like, I can't help. You know what I mean? I'm not going to force myself to try to like a fucking tomato.
I'm never going to smell a stalk of celery from 30 miles away and like it.
Exactly.
I'm gonna
you can't force yourself to like celery.
I tried.
Right. So
I certainly tried.
And I've still probably tried to like tomatoes.
I was like, you're going to be skinny,
everything.
bitch. You're going to eat that celery.
Right. Right. So it's like, it's definitely a rock and a hard place. Because you feel how you feel, and that's not wrong. But there's also something else that you're aware of that, like,
yeah,
maybe that's not it.
Right. That's so
fucking tricky.
We can sit on this one back and forth for a very long time. Especially, I mean, we just had 500-hour conversations out there about everything else.
Yep.
This is our life. Like, you guys think that we do this podcast and it's like putting us out, but really what it's doing.
Well, we don't really know if you think that.
No, but I think that you think that.
We're assuming.
Like,
that.
And the reality is that this is like regular conversation for us.
This is why we started this.
Yeah.
Because it was like, we're just going to take what we fucking do.
And just do it.
Just do it in front of a microphone.
Right.
and call it something.
And Steph's
other
gonna be
than
like, I'm close to the microphone, I'm far from the microphone, I'm close from the microphone, I'm far from the microphone.
yeah, because my back hurts.
Yeah, mine too.
We need different stools. Also, I have a fucking broken stool. Thank you very much.
I didn't break it.
I know. I did. That's why I'm still sitting in it.
So the response to this is a back-to-back. So it's two people, and it's actually not as long as I thought it was, Biff. It's two people.
It's probably way shorter than ours.
Having a dialogue. Oh, yeah, totally. So it's Steve and Cheryl. I'll try to specify.
Sterile.
Aw. Sterile. Okay.
Why was that I
don't know. Because they're gone. They said goodbye.
Oh, okay.
I guess they did go sterile.
Aw.
Oh. So Steve starts out the conversation.
Of course.
I don't think you're a terrible person, scared to choose wrong. Steven. You felt an immediate and intuitive connection to this man, enough to talk marriage a week in. Did I miss something?
They planned to getting. Well, I knew I was going to marry him after a week.
Oh.
That's why I asked how long they were together.
Oh, so she knew she was going to marry him. Oh, so I think that's a little bit too presumptuous, that line. Enough to talk about marriage a week.
Unless I'm wrong. Maybe they planned to get engaged after a week.
I can't fucking deal. That's awesome. But it doesn't leave much room for doubt that naturally arises as a courtship lengthens and intensifies. Now that you're getting serious about a long-term commitment, your ambivalence is locating itself in anxiety about his weight gain. It's worth considering whether this anxiety is standing in for a more fundamental fear, that you won't be able to love this guy over the long haul, and that you're too terrible, in quotes, too judgmental, too superficial. When we doubt a lover, it's almost always an expression of self-doubt cast onto them. Cheryl says, what's really interesting to me about your situation, Scared, is that your desire for your partner returned once you realized how much he meant to you, not after he lost weight. You thought you weren't attracted to him because he became a bit chubby, and then you found yourself attracted to him again. That tells me that there might be something else going on here, something more internal than how your boyfriend's face looks after he's put on a few pounds. Perhaps it isn't his weight gain that's causing you question. What?
Santa?
Huh? Oh, right. Sorry. Yes, I did go that low. A few pounds. Perhaps it isn't his weight gain that's causing you to question your relationship, or rather your own notions about what the ideal man should look like. There are so many messages we receive in this culture that tell us that people who are overweight are undesirable. So it's no surprise you would internalize that and feel conflicted when your boyfriend's body changed. When you see your boyfriend's body changing. Only you can answer the question, or whether or not your reservations about this relationship are self-sabotage or a sign that it isn't meant to last. But as you grapple with it, I encourage you to deeply examine the difference between the ideas about body weight you've received from the culture and your experience of loving and sometimes desiring your boyfriend.
That was really good.
That was really good. And actually, there's another 2 paragraphs to this, but what really just struck out with me is your experience of loving and sometimes desiring your boyfriend. That sometimes desiring your boyfriend, that's striking a chord. Like, that is paramount. You are going to always love who you love, right? But to desire who you love is another thing.
Right.
And sometimes desiring another people, to me, in my own not so black and white world, should be my decision.
You lost me.
Well, it's, I think that
Your decision
to whether or not I want to move forward with getting married or being with him for eternity. Like, I love you, but I don't desire you. Not enough, not regularly. So should I marry you? Versus, I love you and I desire you. Let's go to town.
Okay, so what are you saying?
You're either all in or you're not.
So you think if you're having this back and forth, don't get married?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. That self-sabotage is telling you something somehow. You know, maybe you don't think you deserve to be married, but also take a step back and analyze, like, are you actually in love with this person? I mean, you might love them, but are you in love with them? Is this your end game?
Are you looking for a way out or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes finding that way out isn't all it's cracked up to be. It's not what you really want. And maybe the problem is you.
That's debatable. But
It is very debatable.
I hear you.
I
Because
just-
I feel
I'm
like
speaking
if it's
from
right,
personal experience.
if it's right, it's fucking right. You
Mhm.
don't have these. Am I self-sabotaging? Am I just not attracted
I want to
to
say yes to that.
No,
I really
no.
do. I want to agree with that so hard because it makes sense. It makes so much sense. But being somebody who is, I'm her, I'm she, I'm they. I'm sorry. I don't know who you are. Having an issue with
Self-sabotage
not just self-sabotage, but like, what do you deserve? What do you deserve? You asked me once, are you just afraid? Are you just, I believe the exact words were, are you scared that you don't deserve to be happy? And I still don't have an answer for that. And this is a big one. It's not a self-sabotage. It's inner reflection. If you're not ready to be with your decision, you're not ready to be with someone else. If you're not ready to make a decision on your own, you're not ready to commit to someone else, to give them all that you have because you're not giving you all that you have.
Well, yeah, you can't give what you don't have.
Right.
But I feel like when it's right, it's so much more clear than this. So much more
I'm
like
very inclined to agree with you.
it's less like, oh, am I really not feeling attracted or am I just trying to self-sabotage it? It's more like he's perfect for me. I fucking love him. That's my person. However, I still have so much work on me to do. So, therefore, XYZ.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Versus like the, oh God, he's fucking driving me crazy. Or like, oh my God, he's fucking just won't stop eating and he's fucking already gained 20 pounds. And like, you know what I mean? I feel like it looks very different.
It does. And this is why we're here, ladies and gentlemen.
This is why we're here.
Our folks, so that we're more gender neutral. Is
Motherfuckers.
That we're motherfuckers. All BiFFs. Motherfucking BiFFs.
Motherfucking BiFFs.
Motherfucking BiFFs. MFB. Is we're dissecting more than what these responses give.
Well, yeah, we're also taking personal.
Yeah. I mean, we've got it, obviously.
Yeah.
It's just so fascinating to see. These advice columnists are fantastic, but there's an element.
They're just super
where
direct and like
they're direct, but they don't humanize themselves.
We're taking like, oh well, you're looking at it like, yeah, it probably is fucking self-sabotage.
Yep.
I'm looking at it like
In one form or another.
No, you fucking
You like what you like.
Yeah.
Right.
Amen. If I, my boyfriend that I don't have lost 130 pounds, I'd probably be like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
It's like,
but this is so great. We consider all perspectives, and I'm sure that when they're talking about this, they probably do the same, or maybe they're just more psychologically minded than we are.
I resent that. Lucy told me I'm very psychologically minded.
Then I am.
Thank you.
Then I am.
Correction.
Correction.
No, I guess I don't know. I guess I'm kind of a firm believer on like when it's right, you'll know. And like every relationship and every connection always has its challenges, but I feel like it's not these kind of challenges
trivial.
Where you're.
This is trivial. This is it's superficial.
It's not, but it
feels like it's something that was picked out.
I disagree.
Like you're looking for an excuse.
I disagree.
And this is the best you could find when you're just not into them anymore.
Well, right. Well, I guess that kind of goes with
I'm trying to go on your thought train.
Right. If it's right, you'll know.
Right.
If it's not, you'll know.
Right.
If it's not right, you'll look for excuses. Versus like, no, like this is it for me. I'm just fucked in the head still.
Wow. Okay, I do need to read this little section that I read.
Please do,
that I just read.
liked the face you just
Oh,
made.
it's really not anything groundbreaking, and we've already, we've established this, but this is from Cheryl's part of the conversation. Is that's not to say that physical attraction doesn't matter. It absolutely does. And you're correct that it matters even more in a long-term relationship. But a good part of our desire for others starts with self. The onus is on us to identify what we want in our intimate relationships. If your boyfriend's weight a deal killer for you, it might be. You have a right to your preferences. But you're going down a dangerous path when you hitch your wagon to an erotic ideal.
Yeah, I think that's why I really...
This is like a flip-flop.
Well, no, that's why I think I really loved when you said, like...
Take a step back.
What's going on with him?
Yeah.
Why,
It might be nothing.
It really could be.
Yeah.
Like,
maybe he's just like,
I know
I enjoy
a perfectly
my wife,
happy
I don't have
couple
to.
that just naturally put on a couple pounds over the years. And, like, I mean, neither couple mind. But, like, that's why the saying is a fucking saying.
Right.
Because, like, that's a very thing.
It's normal.
Yeah. But, like, this person stated that, like, it was significant. Like, it was very, like, not we've been together for 7 years. And, like, when we look back at our early pictures, they're saying, like, this is, like, dramatic weight gain. And I think that definitely is more than just a comfort in the relationship.
Well, I didn't get dramatic from it because I only saw a few pounds here and there.
Well, they said the second time that he, like, physically...
Right, it got more pronounced.
Like, right.
Yeah. This one's a really good one.
It is. It's a fucking good one. What are you guys thinking? What was your gut reaction, your response to this?
Oh, you've been illadvisedthepodcast.gmail.com because this is a good one.
Yes, we'd really love to know because, like, did you break up with your man for...
I wish.
A little bit of extra chicken fingers?
I wish.
Did your man break up with you for eating a couple extra chicken fingers?
I'd cut a bitch.
I will cut a bitch also. You've been cut.
Well advised. That's right. Okay, I can't believe how much time we actually spent on that one, which means it meant a lot to us.
I was going to say, I said immediately, like, this is a really fucking hard one.
You picked that one right off the fucking bat. So I'm going to skip the one that we had originally planned, and you and I had planned to, and maybe we can get through it quickly because we're running past time. The scenario based on one of the questions that we read and could never find again.
Oh my God, yes.
So let's hit it.
Yes.
After you.
Yes. This, I don't remember exactly how the question was worded, but it pretty much alluded to how open or honest do you have to be about your history, do we say?
Your sexual past.
Your sexual past with your current partner. And at first I was like, meh. And then I went to, like, if we're going out with a group of our friends and you've banged one or two of the people there, I fucking want to know.
Right.
And then I immediately thought, I don't motherfucking want to know.
Actually, I like your first instinct because I don't want to find from somebody else that they had a tryst for 30 seconds one summer, tryst? A minute of let's do it.
A quickie?
Yeah, like, they just had like a one-off.
What's a tryst?
A one-off.
I know, but like
a
what's
quick
tryst?
Are you going to make me Google right now?
Yeah.
Oh my God, so let me type in tryst.
Well, tryst sounded like a thrust, a throuple thrust.
Oh my God. Oh, how do you Google define?
But, like, seriously. Do I fucking want to know while we're all out to dinner and, like, there's...
A private romantic rendezvous between lovers.
Tryst?
A tryst.
Oh. You learn something.
Keep a private romantic rendezvous.
Ooh.
Yes. So do you want to find out? Like, oh, it's fine. We hooked up like back in 1999. Like, we're so good. It's like water under the bridge because I'm dry as a fucking bone now.
Well, because your voice, so.
But I don't
No,
want
but
to find out
seriously,
from
I'm
somebody
thinking,
else.
yeah, but I'm also thinking we're all sitting down out to dinner as a group of friends. And I know that Kourtney to the left of you,
My sister Kourtney.
that you fucked, like all night long, I'm going to be like, this bitch. Or like if you ask Kourtney to pass the salt, I'm going to be like, oh, you want to fuck her.
Whoa. Pass the salt.
Right? Like, you couldn't ask Steven to pass the salt. It had to be fucking Kourtney.
You couldn't have asked Steven to pass the salt.
Like,
why is it Steven? Why is it always somebody I've dated?
Because it's such a generic name.
That's true.
Steven.
That's true. I'm done dating you.
We already had a Steven name, so that's how
Yes, that's it.
generic.
That's how generic. No.
I just, in general,
would
wouldn't want to know.
Well, I mean, what if she's ugly? Like, if you feel she's uglier than you. I'm sorry.
Valid question,
Yes,
because
I know
think
you.
that's way more tolerable.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to make fun of you and be like,
exactly.
Drunk.
So now that's where I'm going now.
You were drunk.
You were drunk. And he's like, no,
whatever.
I wasn't. I had a crush on her. And then you start a fight.
Then I'm going to throw the salt at Kourtney's head.
Man.
After you get it from her for asking Kourtney and not Steve for the salt.
Oh, Court. That's great shit.
But you'd want to know.
I think so. Well, I have known.
You'd want to sit at a dinner table and be like, wow.
I think I have known. I think I've been...
this person
I think
that
I've
we're
been at
sharing
tables.
a fucking steak dinner with.
Oh, like we
right
dated
now.
a few years ago. It just didn't work out. We're just different people. We're in agreement that it's not supposed to go anywhere.
You've always been way less.
More diplomatic than you are, yes. Yes, I have. I believe it's 20 years now.
You can take the girl out of the...
the hood. But you can't take the hood out of the girl.
That's tricky because I also feel like it would be embarrassing to like not be aware and like...
Right. You don't want to get called
I'm being
out.
super like friendly with Kourtney. Like, oh my God, we
Like
should hang out
you-
with Kourtney. Like, I'm going to tell Kourtney to come over tomorrow. And then him be like, well, I banged her, so...
Cut that bitch.
Right.
That's you.
Right.
Me, I'm like, you did. I need to know everything. I literally need to know everything. Just tell me.
I'm kidding. I'm in therapy too.
Just tell me. I'm too curious. I'm going to be very honest. I'm too curious. So for me, it's better to know. I want to know, why didn't it work out? Why didn't you, like, you're with me? Like, they're clearly very good looking.
Yeah, I'm like nowhere near that.
Yeah. I guess I have other insecurities that take precedent over that one.
That's fair. However, I am thinking about, like, if I am sitting down at this dinner with friends and I am being friendly with Kourtney and find out weeks or months later, like, then I'm going to probably feel embarrassed or like, why didn't you fucking tell me that you fucked Kourtney while I'm sitting down being new friends with her? You know what I mean?
New friend Kourtney.
Hashtag fuck Kourtney, but don't fuck Kourtney.
Don't fuck Kourtney. Keep it in your pants. This is a good one. I'd love to hear everyone else's opinions.
I think it really would be super dependent on like what I think Kourtney looks like.
I know it would be because I know you, which is why I asked this question.
Fair enough.
Yes, because if you're like that bitch, so either you're gonna feel bad or he's gonna feel bad because you will tear the fuck into him.
I'm gonna never let it go and bust your balls and make you regret ever fucking Kourtney.
You know what a peeling scrotum looks like.
Because you're gonna learn today.
You're gonna peel that bitch.
If your scrotum didn't peel after fucking Kourtney, then you're gonna learn.
Oh,
goddamn Kourtney.
goddamn Kourtney. Guys, tell us what you think.
Yeah, okay, so I want to know both sides.
Yeah.
As being the
pro or
partner.
anti.
No, I want to
Oh,
know both sides.
yours
Like
is better.
if you're the significant other that fucked Kourtney,
or if you're
while
the
your
significant
girlfriend's
other,
at the
then
table.
you're the girlfriend.
Or or the
or
other
boyfriend.
significant
Or you're
other.
the other. Yeah.
That's finding out that your significant other fucked Kourtney. I want to know both sides. Do you feel so? Okay, so let me turn the tables, Biff. Do you feel you need to tell Steven that you fucked Kourtney prior to dinner?
No, I gotta tell Kourtney that I fucked Steven.
Was Steven your boyfriend?
My ex. Like twice removed.
No, but I mean being a boyfriend.
I feel like
would you feel like you need to tell your significant other?
Because that's just who I am.
Like, hey,
I don't feel like I need to.
Matt's
it's just
gonna
who
be
I
there.
am.
Me and Matt had a thing.
I like disclosure. Be like, oh, we're going out with my friends, blah blah blah. Oh, who
I
are they?
banged one of them.
Me and Kourtney tried it, but she didn't have a dick, so I ran.
That's way different.
Okay, sorry. Me and Kourtney tried it, but there was no chemistry there, we just weren't right for each other.
Or like we were drunk and young and whatever. Or like,
honestly, honesty is the best policy. That's just how I feel. But you know what? It's been to my detriment too. So honestly, you got to work with what you've got.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Because I've been outright and truthful, and it's like blown up in my face and like, see you later, it's over. And on the other hand, it's been like,
why didn't you tell me?
Right. Like, I know this isn't the same thing, but like my ex was a dancer at a gay club, and
like a stripper dancer?
No, not a stripper dancer, but like close.
But like a banana hammock?
Like a banana hammock stripper. Or dancer, rather, I'm sorry. And I can't say that I was ever thrilled with the idea, but it was something that he loved, so I like went with it. But if he had kept it from me, it would have been all over right there.
Oh, yeah. Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. He never kept it from me. He was very open about it. Like, I know it's not the same thing, but it's just something to consider. Let's food for thought here, people.
Right. Is it better to know or to not to know?
I think it's better to know. You don't want to go and find out from somebody else at the table that's not your partner that you would sleep with somebody else Kourtney. At the table. Or Kourtney. Oh my God, is he still great? Is that dick still like fucking... Does he put it down or
what?
Does
he last more than a minute yet?
Did he finally get circumcised?
Oh.
Like that kind of shit. Like, it's stupid shit like that literally comes up.
It fucking ruins everything.
Because she wants you to know.
Abso-fucking-lutely, yes, Kourtney wants you to know.
I've slobbed on that knob like it was fucking corn on the cob. I'm so sorry.
Thank you so much for saying that. God damn it, Kourtney.
God damn it, Kourtney. Oh, next week we cover the rest of the Kardashians.
Oh my God, I forgot about my sister.
My sister, Kourtney.
I thought we did Chloe.
Or who cares?
Chloe.
Oh yeah, it is my sister.
Okay,
Chloe.
That's why I didn't register.
Because the voice is Kourtney.
You said it. Yeah.
Yep. Sorry, we'll tell you guys this story when you're older. But send us your thoughts, please. You've been illadvisedthetpodcast.gmail.com.
Yep. Let us know if you were the banger of Kourtney or the dater of the banger of Kourtney.
Or Steve.
Yeah.
Is that the dater or the... I don't know. Just tell us.
I don't fucking know.
Give us your perspective on this situation.
Yeah.
And
Also,
any of the other ones that we've talked about. Fucking... Or if you can revoke my English minor, you headbutted your microphone.
I did just headbutt my microphone.
That's great. Or Facebook, Ill Advised the Podcast.
Podcast.
And Instagram Ill Advised the Podcast.
Yes.
I swear, I promise we'll fix this. Like, we're going to hang up right now and we're going to fix it.
Yeah, and next week he's also going to tell you the same thing.
I
So
almost burped
just
into the mic.
learn Facebook, the Insta, no the. You've been ill-advised.
At gmail.com. Am I missing anything, Biff? Did we cover it all?
Who fucking knows?
Whatever. You guys are
This
beautiful.
has been a shit of a fucking
This has been
episode.
Yeah. What happened? We're sorry.
Yeah.
We're sorry.
Yeah,
we didn't
don't
realize
know what, we really went in on that.
it mattered to us, apparently.
Apparently.
So, yeah.
Because
Whatever.
like I said, I knew right away, like, this is a fucking...
You did. And it turned out to be the whole podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, guys, deal with it. If you don't like it, skip. Scrub through.
Yeah, listen to Coffee Shop Karen instead. That one's fucking so great.
Or episode 10. What was it? Libidinous.
Oh,
Libidinous.
Barbarians.
What? Barbarians.
That's also a good one.
That's a really good one. Episode 10 was a milestone for us, so it's a really good episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
We have special guests on that one.
And hopefully more coming soon. And hopefully soon we'll be sending messages from the Ill-Advised studio.
So
Isn't that exciting? So
you can get your Ill-Advised podcast and donuts in the same fucking place.
seriously. But get your coffee at Dunk's or Starbucks, because we're not doing this.
Not Coffee Shop Karen.
Not Karen. No.
Come to the manor instead. We don't care if you talk.
Yes.
And eat your damn cookies at the same
That's
time.
right. Just now when we hit the record button, we need you to respect our wishes.
Yeah.
But if we ask you, you better speak.
Well, if you're eating if you're eating Manor Maids,
Our works.
fucking donuts and fucking cakes and cookies,
Pastries and desserts.
fucking
cookies.
then you won't be disturbing us in our
make
podcast
those today.
anyway.
Yes, I was going to make them for us.
You fucking
forgot.
asshole! Why did you just say that to me?
To my
You've
friend.
been ill-advised. Done. We're done.
Fuck this shit o'clock.
I almost slammed your laptop.
You shut up. It would have fucking ended us. Guys, thank you so much for listening. You guys are
You've been
fantastic.
ill-advised.
Yes, you have.
We're gonna go fight now. Kourtney.
I'm gonna go get that salami. Bye.